Hello, my name is Luisa. I share pieces of my life with you with the intention that in some way I may inspire you to live a richer, fuller, more passionate life. There are 3 things that profoundly changed me this week. The first was recognizing that I had an imbalance in my auric field. In my subconscious, I realized that I was open to giving, but not in harmony with receiving. There was something missing. And this imbalance can show up for all of us in many ways in our reality. Love, romance, career, finances. We can push and struggle and in turn block ourselves off from the constant flow of divine energy that is always willing to give. Having become clearly aware of this, I consciously gave permission to myself in all areas of my life to receive, and much has changed. It was that simple. I give myself permission to receive. The second thing that happened to me is I've met a new wonderful friend. I talk to her daily now, and she is my inner child, my subconscious. I spoke to her through all my lives, through all timelines. I gave her attention. I told her I loved her, and I asked her to please forgive me for ignoring her. I was ever so gentle with her, and I've realized now when any emotion is revealed to me, I go to my inner child, I stroke her, I tell her I love her. I take the time to be present with her, recognize the emotion she is remembering, and I thank her for bringing it to the surface. And I ask my inner child and the divine to remove it from my memories of lives. And I do this so I don't live in the past. Past hurts, sorrows, fears, pains, traumas. And in doing this, I clear my timelines and I can start anew. The third thing is, many years ago, I saw a future memory of me in a clearing in a forest. I saw myself singing and channeling energy from above to the earth below. I didn't know why or how I was to do this, or for what reason, but I knew it would come. Well, this week I found the place in my oak forest. I wasn't even looking for it, but I knew this to be the spot. I felt this to be the place from my visions. But when I closed my eyes in this place in the forest, there was no sound. In fact, the no sound was almost deafening. And I then felt a wind, but there was no wind, and the leaves didn't move on the trees, and I realized that the wind was not wind at all, but in fact energy swirling around me. It was almost warm in temperature. I could feel it on my skin, and I could feel moisture on my skin. And I felt as if the top of my head was covered in sparkling stars. That evening, that night, I had a very clear dream. I was walking through the forest and I arrived at this special spot. There I saw life. I saw energy, I saw movement, I saw vibrant colors. And I looked ahead. It was the head of a dragon. He looked at me with his giant eyes, brought his head, his forehead next to mine. He welcomed me and then he grinned. His smile was so beautiful I could cry. It was peaceful, serene, and he said to me, "I have been waiting for you." So these are some of the things that had happened to me. But on a practical note, I had a firewood delivery from my neighbour, the farmer Patrick. I got to hang out with a beautiful cat called Randall. Amelie, the puppy, has a friend visiting. His name is Aubrey. And I took care of 2 beautiful horses, Longstreet and Traveller. I met with many of my passion mentoring clients. One of my greatest joys is to give back and see the incredible transformation, allowing people to be the full multidimensional expression of themselves. And if you would like to work with me, please have a look at the Passion Harvest shop page website for more details. Oh, and I discovered a new wonderful fresh produce market in my local town filled with the most incredible vegetables, cheeses, and breads. Oh, the baguettes tasted like crunchy clouds. I send you so much love. Please leave a comment or feedback or questions below, and I will answer it. Until next time, au revoir.